What is up, fellow travelers? Aaron the Old Man Gamer here. We're back with some more low sodium game time with Dark Souls 3. So today we're in the Profane Capital. We got here last episode. So we are going to go exploring this area, and we're going to be doing some cheesy junk in this episode. Tried to get it in last episode, but probably shouldn't have talked to Hawkwood, but I wanted to get that out of the way so we don't just keep that lingering there. Get tired of looking at him moping around over there in Firelink. So we're headed this way. So there's going to be a gargoyle coming around here, but we don't really need to fight it. He'll pop up. We just run this way, up this little pathway here. He'll sit there and flail around and do stuff, but won't matter much. So there's a crystal lizard over there, and there's a hole in the ground right in front of it. So we're not going that way. We're going this way. Little detour. There's another crystal lizard. And a twinkling titanite, because we need more twinkling titanite. So we need to upgrade our Dragon Slayer Great Bow. Hey, buddy. There we go. So down below is an area where there's toxins, so we're not going to be spending too much time rolling around in it because it's bad. So we will be getting some moss clumps and stuff. Pick up those. We'll go out this way. So toxin is actually a much more deadly threat than poison is in this game. So in Dark Souls 1, poison was really brutal because it lingered and did a lot of damage over time. But it's not such of a threat in Dark Souls 3. So anyway, what we're going to do now is some cheesiness. I'm going to get out my Dragon Slayer Great Bow. We're going to equip our Dragon Slayer Great Arrows. And we are going to cheese somebody. See that guy up there? We can hit him. Down here. Let's see if we can... There we go. He's going to come down over this way. Not going to be able to hit us from there. But what we're going to do... and try to lure him into this toxic swamp down below and he'll die of toxin. A little too high. Come here, buddy. So he should come over this way at some point. So we might have to hit him with another arrow to get him to move over this way. Now he's in the swamp. He'll come over sooner or later. Yeah, there, he's already afflicted with toxin. You can see him starting to... He's already starting to toxin out. He'll die of toxin in a minute. There we go. That guy, if you get him up close, he's a real pain in the butt because he'll hit you with the gargoyle flame hammer and also the spells he's using. So if you try to get out of his immediate combat range, he'll hit you with spells. If you try to get in close, he'll hit you with the flame hammer. So it's very tough to deal with because he can stun lock you early on, and then it's all downhill from there. Kind of a tough melee fight, but if you cheese him, you don't have to worry about anything. It's 5 arrows, and chances are he'll just toxin himself to death before ever getting close enough to hit you with any of his spells. He can hit you from down there, but I recommend just as soon as he gets into that toxin and starts bleeding out, you just go in and try to walk into that area where you came from. It should protect you from the spell casting. So just drop down this way, plunge this guy. Okay, we've gotten those guys. We've got a purging stone. Just go over here and grab this Logan's scroll that this other dude dropped. Roll over here, and we can go up this ladder. So we haven't aggroed any of these other guys. So there's this guy in here. So if you have Pestilent Mist, you could cheese this guy. We don't have that spell right now. You could cheese him. He won't wake up as you use it. He'll take damage, but not trigger his aggro range. But over there is a Court Sorcerer's set, I believe. Then we have Wrath of God up. Wrath of God's up there, so you drop down and pick that up, and you can drop down this way. Behind him is a chest that is a mimic. So there's none of this stuff is really super necessary to get, but I'm going to try to get rid of this guy. You got to watch this guy. He does back up, roll around all over the place. He has a grab attack, so you'll want to stay behind or on his side. I think this is a dung pie, yeah. He doesn't drop anything really useful ever. So down this way is nothing. The thing on the ledge is just garbage. So this is a mimic. I don't think he drops anything with any note, but we're just gonna... I think we'll just whack him anyway for the XPs. Okay, that's a staff. Nice for a spell catalyst, but yeah, I'm not playing a sorcery build, so it's not really worth it to me. See, over here we've got some poison arrows on this side. So if we get up here, we can drop down and get Wrath of Gods. So we are going to use our cat ring. So we don't take any extra damage, because this drop here will give you some damage. So we've got everything around here. Back our Covetous ring. And we're going to go get us a set of keys. So we're going to need these keys to let loose some prisoners. One of whom is our buddy Siegward, and the other one is Carla. So we need Carla for her dark magic abilities. And we have a set of invisible jailers over here. Now, if you didn't know they were there, they would sneak up behind you, and they would, as soon as you pick up this key over here, they would try to swarm you. And that's bad news, so it's best to take them out ahead of time. And if you know they're there, an ambush is only an ambush if you don't know that it's an ambush. And if you know it's an ambush, they're the ones on the defensive. So we're going this way again, back the way we came, because Siegward's locked up over here. We're going to let him loose, and he's going to give us our first Titanite slab. There's only a couple in this game, and he's going to give us the first. So we can upgrade this weapon all the way to the top if we want to. So now we go over here. This is the covetous gold serpent ring. And here's our buddy Siegward.
Ah, you are a saint. Once again, you are my valiant savior. I, Siegward of Catarina, express my deepest gratitude. Take this, a token of my thanks. Go on. It's all yours. Ah, no, please. Go on ahead. I've my own road to take, and a duty to fulfill. Very soon.
Alright, well Siegward's going to stay here, so we're going to go back, and we're going to go to Firelink. We're going to do some upgrading. But first we've got a giant to kill. So what we're going to do, we're going to go up this way again. And there's a little ledge that we can use to drop down. So what we're going to do is going to bust out our shield because there's rats down here. And one of the things about animal types of monsters is that they will come after you. Best way to deal with them is like the dogs. Hold your shield out, let them bounce off, and then swing. So we're going to drop down, we're going to kill this one rat, and then we're going to make our way over to that passageway over there, and we'll choke point the rats, because we don't want them jumping all over us. What? What? Oh, that sucked. So I thought all those guys were dead. So I don't know how that guy got in behind me, but he did. So this is one of the dangers of dealing with rats. When they swarm you, it's bad. So luckily we could get back there fairly simply. So we're just going to kind of speed run the whole thing. Kind of have to take the roundabout route because you fall down into this toxic sludge and you get toxified. And it's a pain in the butt because those purple blooming moss clumps are a pain in the butt to get. They're expensive. The Shrine Maiden sells them, but like I said, they're kind of expensive. And we're kind of lacking in the souls department at the moment. Yeah, this guy's gonna, like, slog around down there. We're not gonna worry about him. Let's see. I think this guy's gone. He doesn't respawn. Yeah. And Siegward will be gone at this point, I believe. We're up these stairs. The jailers will be back again. We'll take them down. Okay, so we are going to go back and try that again. Let's see, where are our souls? Are our souls down there? No, I think our souls... No, there it is. It's right in that area. So we're going to run over here. Okay, that should be all of them. Nope. So these rats will keep coming, but here's a chunk. Large titanite. Let's see, profane flame. I think we've got everything that's down here. There's a path over there where there's a mimic, and you can get some lightning arrows, but I don't really need those things, so I'm not going to bother with it. And the longer I sit out there, the more chances of all those rats coming out there and swarming me again. Rats really, really irritate me. So here we are back at the first bonfire in the Irithel dungeon. So we're going to pop over here. Have a seat. Travel back to Firelink. We're going to do a little housekeeping too, because one thing we want to do when we get over to Yhorm the Giant is that we're going to go for this the Stormbrand, or the Storm Ruler, or whatever it's called. It's so we're going to put stuff in our box. So these are all weapons. We're going to get rid of this. Let's see, keep that. Swyhander. Storage sword, we're using that weapon. We want to make it so that as soon as we grab that weapon, that we can equip it. So we're getting rid of all the stuff that we're not using or intend to use. So that, those. Okay. So the idea is when we go to our inventory right here, there should only be a small number of things so you can get to that weapon really fast. So, the thing about Yhorm, Yhorm is a gimmick boss. He's vulnerable to the Storm Ruler. The weapon art on the Storm Ruler is really devastating against him. Siegward will have a version of that weapon. There's two of them in the game at any given time. So Siegward will have one, you'll have the other. If Siegward dies, he will drop it, along with his armor set and his shield. However, you want to keep Siegward alive as long as you can. He'll die at the end anyway, so after his duty is over, he'll die, and you come back to that area, his armor set and shield and stuff will be there for you. But you want to have him there to help out with Yhorm. I've tried going Yhorm solo. He's a real pain in the butt. So, what we're going to do, we're going to run over here.
Well, Matt, 'tis good to see ye in good health. What needs smithing this day?
So we are going to upgrade our Black Knight Greatsword to +5. So it'll basically be the equivalent of a +10 weapon. So all of these other weapons, so our Claymore, we need chunks. We only have one. We need 4 to upgrade it to +8. Let's see, Zweihander's only +4. We can upgrade this a little bit. And same with this, the Great Axe. And we also have a Dark Sword. We need, let's see, I think we need chunks for this one too. So we're at +6. So we need 2 chunks to upgrade this to +7. So the Mail Breaker we keep for the healing effects on it. So let's see. Okay, so we're up to the point where we need chunks for that too.
Pretty be careful. I don't want to see my work squandered.
So let's see. How are we doing on... So we need 40,000 to bump up to the next level. So soul item wise, we don't have a whole lot of soul items. Let's check to see how we do.
Ah, well met, Ashen One. How may I be of service?
Let's see, so we got 10, 26...
Ashen One, be sure to bring more souls.
Let me take a quick look at how many souls I need. I might be close. So I need 40. So... yeah, I think I can do it.
Ah, well met, Ashen One. How may I be of service?
Yeah, we have enough.
Ashen One, be sure to bring more souls.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire. Very well. Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
Okay, well, we have the ability to bump one attribute up. So, let's see, how are we doing on strength? 54. It's still quite a lot. 52. Let's see, Okay, we'll go up strength one more.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames guide thee.
That should increase our damage potential. So going up until the area where Yhorm is, that will be a good thing in terms of like what we're going to get damage output. But it's a very short run from where we're going to where Yhorm's at.
Oh, hello, you're back. And in one piece. Well, no.
Let's buy some stuff from him. What do we got here? Let's buy some embers. That's good enough.
Goodbye. And stay safe.
So we're at 26 minutes. So we're going to wind down this episode here. So what we're going to do in the next episode is we're going to go down into that lower area of the Profane Capital where Yhorm is. So more than likely we are going to take on Yhorm in the next episode. Off camera, I might try to go back and grab Carla and bring her over to Firelink. But I would normally do that on screen, but it's a kind of a boring thing because it's going to go retreading areas we've already been. So there's no reason for that, and it's going through that area where that room with the 8 jailers is at, and that's tedious. So I'll do that off screen, and then we'll pick up at the Profane Capital bonfire, and then we'll go down the ladder to the area where Yhorm is. We'll deal with the jailers that are down there and make a straight run across. There's a couple other things there, but it's like jailers and gargoyles, and it's the rewards are not very great. There's a bunch of chests in one room, all of which are mimics. So you're not really getting anything wonderful. Most of the stuff you get there is not that great. So I'm going to avoid that because there's no reason to get my blood pressure up. And the rewards are pretty negligible. So next episode will be Yhorm. If we defeat Yhorm really fast, we will probably go to the Dancer of the Boreal Valley area, because we will be teleported back to the area where Emma is, and she will give us the Basin of Vows so that we can go up into Lothric Castle. But before we go into Lothric Castle, we'll have to deal with the Dancer. So the Dancer will be a fairly fun boss fight, one that gave me a lot of trouble early on, but now that we know the Dancer's weaknesses, she's not as dangerous as we used to think she was. So Dancer's weak to dark magic and to fire, so we have pyromancies out the wazoo, enough Estus to really cause her some grief. But that's the next episode. Hopefully we'll be doing both of those guys in the next episode. Yhorm can be tough. He's kind of a gimmick boss, but we'll deal with him. So, in the meantime, I bid you all safe travels, and we'll catch up again next time for more Dark Souls 3 and low sodium game time. Have a good one, folks.